Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing to share with you guys. I do not know what's in here. It was sent by Tom. Thank you very much, Tom. I recognize that knife. Tom has sent things into the channel before. It's because of people like Tom that I'm able to bring you guys daily knife content. It's also because of my generous patrons. There's a link for Patreon right down below. Thanks for supporting me, everybody. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Sorry, my allergies bugging me. That was a little bit of a nasally dialogue there. But it's allergy season, so. Does caffeine help with allergies? I feel like it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I remember who you are now, Tom, fully. I think this is just packing. It's got a box ready for something else. Okay, there's something interesting. Here's something very interesting. And here's some leather. Okay, and then we have a note. Holy moly! Wish you guys could read this note, but I can't because there's some stuff on here, some personal stuff. Okay, here is another blank that I thought you would like to review. Hope you will enjoy them as much as I do. Looking forward to your review. This is because I asked for one and he actually offered two. So very cool. Thank you very much, Tom. Wow, really cool. Which should I open up first? I have no idea, but I need to keep this note up here with me. Okay, so these are Rocksteads, guys. I will link Rockstead knives right down in the description, but if you're not familiar with Rockstead, be prepared for a shocking price tag. I own one, and I use it. It's one of my favorite users. It's also my most expensive user by a landslide. So, these are for some people and not for other people. It's just the way that it is. Let's do the fixed blade first. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. So this is really, I know, like, people are going to go look the price of this up and just be like, I can't. But, yeah. So Rockstead does these, they use two different steels. The one that I own is ZDP-189. They also use this, I believe it's proprietary, YXR-7, which I'm going to familiarize myself with now that I have some in my possession. The consistency with Rockstead knives is that there is no one who really does an edge like Rockstead. So while you might be looking at this and thinking it is just a piece of steel with some wood on it, how could it possibly be so expensive? Yeah, they are. I'll agree. I think pretty much everything in Rockstead's line across the board is overpriced, but not to the point that you would think. These knives still do require a lot of additional work. Getting the edge to do exactly what they want it to do is not an easy thing. These are substantially more exotic blades than what you will find on a $100 to $300 folding knife, something like that. This is still a very expensive fixed blade, but it is cool, and that edge, whew, that edge is nasty sharp. So the other one here, this is a folding knife, and this is the, well, it's called, I'll show you what it's called here, because I can't. CHOU-IW. I do not know how to pronounce that. 65 HRC, which is probably optimal for YXR-7. And then we have an ironwood. Wait, no. That's this guy. The second one is this guy. The sai-t. Blade steel is clad ZDP-189 and VG10. So probably the VG10 is the jacket, and that's for added corrosion resistance. That's pretty cool. And then we have a ZD9 core, ZDP-189 core with a 66 Rockwell. These scales are black DLC coated titanium. So this is the first full tie Rockstead that I have experienced. Oh boy, look at that. Look at this almost iridescent titanium. Oh god, is it in... What? Is this an... Wait a second. No. It's not an integral, but oh my gosh, the seam! I couldn't find it! Look! It's right there. Isn't it? Yeah, there's a seam. Jeez! I couldn't find it. There we go. It's a little easier to see down there. Oh my gosh, I thought it was an integral for a second. So this is, wow. It's a little titanium tank, but it's still a countersunk. Oh, I love the lock on that. I love that because it's not exposed. I think these are still running on washers. Yeah, feels like washers. This is beautiful. I mean, the scales are like a topographical map. Yeah, it's literally, look how they do that. That's wild. Not sharp, just nice. It definitely provides grip. I also like the size of this. I'm still getting a full grip on it. These are expensive, guys. Very, very, very expensive. I will link it down below. You can still do that reversal. This is obviously broken in. So this is clad, huh? I don't know if you'll actually be able to see it. Pretty thick blade stock. Very high polish, of course, mirror polished on that edge. We've got a Tanto here. Yeah, so these will cut infinitely. For anybody who's familiar with ZDP 189, probably through Spyderco or some other company like that, they do a good job with it. And it'll cut for a long time, right? Generally, what you're going to see with ZDP 189 is that it cuts a little bit. I mean, as far as like potential edge retention, it's a little under optimally heat-treated M390. Not with Rockstead. Nope, it's not the same thing at all. Rockstead ZDP will cut way longer, like 3, 4, 5 times longer than that. It's unbelievable. And honestly, after EDCing my Higo 2 and using it, oh my gosh. It has shrugged off everything. These are really incredible cutters. Now, like I said, you got to be willing to pay a ridiculous amount of money for something like this. Because, I mean, you know, this is definitely, I mean, easily, I can tell you that it is a nicer knife than what you're going to get for $200, $300, $400, $500. Do I think they're worth every last penny? Coming from somebody who owns one, I think you're going to have to be okay with overpaying a little bit, but they are definitely nice pieces, definitely nice knives, and one of the most, I mean, some of the most superior cutting objects that exist on Earth. So, the people who get into Rocksteads, often, I've heard that if you buy one Rockstead, you'll almost inevitably buy another one. And I can tell you I've been tempted many times. This is really cool. The look of it is definitely unique. I've not seen. I really thought that was an integral there for a second. I just could not quite see that. All the lines here made me think maybe that's just texturing, but it is a seam. It is actually 2 separate pieces. And you know what should have given it away? The fact that there are screws on this side. There are no screws on this side, so I went like this and turned, and I was like, oh gosh, is it an integral? No, there's screws on this side, so that should have given it away there. I will link these guys down below if I can. They may or may not be available. In any case, I know that there is a decent supply of Rockstead knives hovering around out there at various retailers, so I'll make sure you guys can take a look at some of them down below if you want to. I think that's going to be pretty much it today. Thank you so much, Tom, for sending these in for me to take a look at. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do not like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.